Good morning, folks. We're back on the trail. So, I'm going to do the opposite side of the bridge today. See how far we can get. Got here nice and early in the morning, so the traffic shouldn't be an issue. And that road is County Road 76. So, right past the red light. You pull in there, there's the parking spot. And dead end road. Now, last time I was here, I had a clip already done through this intersection, so I'm just going to get to the other side of the road real quick and not look like a fool with a video camera first thing in the morning. So, let's get to the other side of the bridge. No problem if you're here first thing in the morning. Once again, wanted to go to the Adirondacks, but the weather kind of prevented that from happening. Yesterday, the tropical storm Debbie went through here, caused some significant flooding. In fact, I'll try to remember to throw the clip in between titles here. The CSX St. Lawrence sub is shut down because the track's washed out in atoms. Unreal. That's the rail line by my place, so. And I didn't think it was bad, but apparently it was. 2 bicyclists already went through. But yeah, the Adirondacks got a lot of rain too. And what's with the storms this year? July, tornadoes. This year, so far, remnants of hurricanes. That's where the tornadoes came from. The first 7 was remnants of a hurricane. And yesterday, remnants of a hurricane. Twice a year so far. So, we're still drying up from that, so we'll probably see some wet spots along the way. Not much to show you over here, it's just corn. So, back on the trail. And here we go. Oh. See how nasty the water is in that canal? It's because of the flooding. You can actually see the water flowing now. Water's going this way. New down tree. There was a little bit of wind, but nothing like July, but you know, with all the tornadoes and everything that happened in July, the wind wasn't anything compared to that, but apparently some trees just felt like they needed to fall, so. Yeah, the canal is deep now, holy crap. There's actually a trail I started up there in the Adirondacks called Brown's Track Trail. If anybody sees that video, I don't know when it's going to be made, because I did a first section of it and haven't been able to get back to the second section, and it's been since May. So Brown's Track Trail is going to be a little chopped up by the time I get back up there to do it. You're going to see spring and then you're going to see fall. Nothing on the train yard today either, so I got the scanner with me to hear symbols when they go by. So we'll see how far this goes. The county road here is 76, I think it was. That's also known as Canal Road. It comes pretty close up here. There might be a parking spot up here I might go to. If not, it eventually intersects at some point with Interstate 90, the throughway through here. Alright, Amtrak 280 is the train in the picture right now, if you hear one go by. I'm not sure what's going on here. Kind of sketchy. The residence? But what is this? A sign here. I That's creepy. I come around the corner, I see all that stuff laying here. I have no idea. This is creepy as hell. An old backpack, first aid kit, a little post that says "Tame the Trails." A little sus. I don't know why this is here. Caution, deer. This is recently constructed, so I got no idea. So let's keep walking. Little trash can that's never been emptied. Yeah. I'm guessing this is the snowmobile maintenance facility. This is a bunch of Polaris trailers, track equipment, stuff, you know, for snowmobiles, stuff to maintain. Oh, I gotta stop doing these early morning hikes. Brain don't function well. Here, I can just show you stuff like that. Stuff to maintain. Train. Why do you keep coming up with train? Maintain snowmobile trails. That's why. Because I'm trying to say trails and maintain at the same time. It comes up as main train. You know, track equipment to maintain snowmobile trails. English is hard. That little outpost back there is a little confusing and disturbing. That must be where they come out to maintain the trail. This part is a snowmobile trail. So. Oh, I've missed it. You see him fly away? As soon as I turn, there's like a duck on that branch, and then, what was that? Oh, why'd you do that? Objects in the mirror are disturbing. Oh, I think I see a mailpost. Now what sucks is because I want to get up in the Adirondacks and get a lot of the trails done up there before hunting season, and then plan on focusing on this trail during hunting season, but July I didn't do anything in the Adirondacks in July because of the tornadoes that went through there. Wanted to go up this morning, but as you can see, it was still raining this morning from the remnants of the hurricane of Debbie. And I don't know if anybody's seen the. So I'm laughing, unfortunately, but as bad as it was, is they took the little Debbies, you know, those little Debbie cream pies, that little Debbie, and every time somebody would show the track of Debbie, she showed little Debbie. And at some point, little Debbie, then they had a little Debbie turns into Big Deborah. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but that was hilarious for some reason. So you see the little Debbie cream pie thing as little Debbie, then right around Florida it turned into Big Deborah. It shows little Debbie obese. And that's what it was up here. It came through as Little Debbie through parts of New York, and it was Big Deborah in other parts. And I guess we got the Big Deborah. Because to me, it felt like it was just a thunderstorm. You know, it rained a little bit. But apparently, other places, it rained a lot. So, and I mean, it's a difference of 5 miles. Like, at my place, oh, it's just a thunderstorm. It just downpoured for an hour. But in Adams, the railroad's washed out. And last month, tornadoes. So, yeah, this is the year. I didn't see that on the radar. I said it's been like, what, 1998, the Labor Day storm of 98. It was the last time I heard thunder rumbling continuously up in this area. Oh, milepost 19 out of 17. We're past the halfway point. 17 more miles to go on this trail. And I think we actually hit the canal. So, the actual Erie Canal. That's still in service. They have boats in it and locks. I was going to pause you there, but this log's entertaining me. Yeah, I said that. Only you can get entertained by a log. Doesn't take much now, does it? I wonder if any deer are going to stumble out of the woods this time. There's a slight possibility. I don't know if anybody from the state that maintains this trail watches these videos, but it'd be kind of convenient, like every time you come across one of those milepost signs. Oh, fish. Fish scare the crap out of me. Is like, if possible, have a bench there at every milepost sign. At least near there. Because there's some places that you go for miles and you don't see a bench. At least they had that little, disturbing building at the beginning there that you can sit down, and on the other side of that overpass there's a bridge, but then there'd be like 5 or 6 miles, so there's no place to sit down. But at least if there's one every milepost or near there, people like me wouldn't have to succumb to this tree stump. Just an idea for those that want to impress their bosses. Hey boss, you know what would be a good idea? Just saying. But this is a lot of trail to maintain, so. Oh, I mentioned it before. Interstate 90 is coming up, so we're gonna start hearing traffic. And that's what you're hearing right now, traffic from the side of the highway. And there's the glacier where we cross into it. I've also mentioned Route 76 is Canal Road. We're gonna be hugging that briefly too. I'm kind of wondering if it shows a Canal Street coming up to another road. There might be a parking spot there. I couldn't research it enough to see it, because it crosses and there's a dead end, and then there's an I don't know, we'll see it when we get up there. Me trying to explain it, I might as well just be quiet. What we got here? Oh, a aqueduct. Yeah, we got a little creek here. I'll look at this side until we get to the opposite side of the sun. As you see, that's blowing pretty heavy too, because of all the rain we got. steps. Why? Oh, I thought I zoomed you out. Sorry. River down there is running wild. Now it's running, but you know, here's how fast it's moving. So it's not really speeding along like the river is, but that's how it was built, right? There is flow, but it's not flowing as fast as what it would be right now. I'm going to try to take a peek down here. And not much to see. Alright, well, what you see is what you got, so continuing on. Again, if you want to see it in more detail, it gives you a reason to come out. Your next mile marker. I also see the Interstate 90 and also see the road to the right. This is probably I'm going to turn around for this little bit. Go back to the parking lot, get the car, relax for a minute, and see if there's a parking lot over here on this other side. Hopefully there is. Because if not, I'm going to have to park in the next town over. Milepost 20, 16 to go. Here's your milepost. So on maps, the road used to continue off this way and dead end, but not anymore. Anyway, I'm going to see if there's a parking lot over here. If not, I'll get away from these houses. I'll just zoom into the bridge, so if I have to walk back the other direction, I don't have to come across the bridge to go back over it. Because we've already seen this side if I use the zoom on the camera. Cobb Street. We're pretty close to that Turning Stone Casino, I think, also. So, Madison County, next crossing, 1 mile. Hopefully there's some place over here that I pull off. I really don't feel like fighting with traffic either. So, Cobb Street, Oneida County, or Oneida, New York, Madison County, and traffic. Yeah, there might be a little pull off there. Alright. I can make that work. Yeah, I could pull off. Oh, that's a private drive. Yeah. Oh, that's sketchy. Oh, the road did continue. Yeah, there's a little road there. So there's the driveway now. Yeah, we'll stop right here for a moment. Yeah, so if I don't make it to this spot, we'll just do this. So you're gonna have to walk in the road, kinda along the shoulder, over a highway. And there's no real reason to go all the way down there to cross the bridge. So, yeah. I guess we'll head back from here. Alright, I'll get back to the car. I pulled out map and, well, something of interest is coming up. Yeah. It looks like there might be a parking lot on the other side, or a place to pull off and park on the other side of the bridge. And up the road just a little ways is, looks like a gas station, so we might have to do that. Walk to where we could see the other side of that bridge and continue from there. Saves me mileage. And there's not much to see. I mean, unlike here where you got things around. Who wants to see an overpass? Wants to see traffic. Oh, this is the overpass. And after this section, this, you know, yeah, section. This will be one section. The next section is going to have a bunch of road walking, which I don't have the feel for, so I'll probably just skip ahead and drive that section. But it's a good mile and a half of road walk. And like I said, I don't want to see traffic. I want to see this. That's what everybody's coming here for. If you want to see traffic, just go outside your house and stand next to the road. You want to see an overpass, go stand on the highway overpass. Watch traffic go by. But out here, you don't know if a deer are going to jump out of the woods or you're going to see something off into there. You don't know what's going to happen. So, with that being said, one train went by, Amtrak 280. That was it so far. And we're almost back to the cornfield, literally. At least now we got the sun on our back, so. Seen one pedestrian so far. But after that road walk, we're pretty close to Rome. Because I think after this huge section of road walk, we're along State Route 46, takes you into Rome. And that's a state route that goes into Boonville. So, I think it's a state road or county road. It's a big road. Let's put it that way. And that's part of the road walk. So, I really don't feel like walking alongside of state roads, if you know what I mean. As mentioned before, you can't see that standing on an overpass. It's just, you know, you gotta mentally think, you gotta walk over the overpass to go a couple hundred feet to turn around, walk back over the overpass along the side of the road. Why risk it? Ooh, traffic! Yay! That's why I usually go to the Adirondacks. That's what I don't want to see. It's bad enough to get road rage, but then have to play in it. Literally. Hike and play in it, whatever. Who knows that car going by isn't in the road rage and not paying attention. So, I'll just say it's going to be a lot of hassle and time. Gives me more energy instead of going over the overpass to come back over it. Just like the road walk. Ooh, houses. Ooh, a road. Not much to see. You can see that anywhere. But out here, I could stand here all day if I could. A creepy building's coming up. No way, there was deer on here recently. Yep, for sure. Deer tracks. There's one. There's another one. It's going this way. So it must have snuck out and back in before I can come back through. Those weren't there earlier when I came through. You can see where the sunlight's sitting, everything drying the water up. Yeah, so it's Brown's track trail. That one's gonna be butchered. Just heads up. I haven't even started filming the second part yet. It's 2 parts, possibly 3. I've yet to be determined if I'm gonna continue on past a certain point or not, but because I started filming that in May. Here we are in August. The parts ain't gonna meld well. And that's why. Because July you couldn't get up there. Campgrounds are closed. So, flooding July and yesterday from remnants of hurricanes. I got my train scanner going, so I'm surprised I haven't heard that. That's the only thing I heard was Amtrak 280. So they're definitely running trains, unlike the St. Lawrence. I'm gonna try to show you that clip at the end of this video. Or maybe I'll throw it in at some point. Oh, I can show you. Not to wash out from the St. Lawrence, but some of what was happening at my work while I was working yesterday. How bad it rained. So this is gonna be a little choppy. It's got no sound. Nope, it's got no sound. The entire road's flooded right out. And that's an old side street, so don't know why this doesn't have any sound. It's just some of the ordeal. And there ain't even a creek there. That's just runoff from hillsides and everything. What are you doing, phone? You alright? You're not gonna open or anything? No, we're still on this. It's kind of funny, again, this is a perfect example. Because as soon as I pull this phone out, this number comes up. That shows you the government's got your phone tapped, because the second I pulled this out and started playing around with it, and then all of a sudden there's a phone call from a number that I don't even know. I'm not on my phone like everybody else like 100 times a day. I rarely use this. I thought there was a dead bird in there. A big bird like a turkey. Nah, it's just tree branches. Feet sticking out. Right next to a creepy building. I still don't understand why that would be there. That is creepy. There's no overnighting on this trail. It's not a designated camping spot. They have designated camping spots along the trail at spots, but that's not one of them. Oh, we're almost back. There's the cornfield. Of course. So we're back on the trail on this street here. I'm kind of pulled off into this gravel area. So there's the canal. Oh, yeah, traffic. Gotta wait for the traffic so we'll look at the water. So yeah, there's the Interstate 90 highway overpass, and it says in lane. Yeah, it doesn't give you much room up there to come across, so if anybody riding a bike or anything has to be in the lane of traffic to cross that bridge. There's no widening of the road to get a car by you, so you have to kind of block traffic as you cross the bridge, which is why we're doing it this way. So as you can hear and see and feel, well, I don't know about feel, but you can feel with your eyes maybe. That's the overpass for the interstate, as you can hear, and yeah, it would have been a suicide attempt pretty much. So let's go this way. Now unfortunately I went all the way to the end of this road. It's a very short section. Well, let me make sure the car's locked first. I don't know what is intended for this gravel path. I don't know if it's parking lot or what. So Schoolheimer Road is this road cross street, but I went to the end of this main one, the canal road here, and well, there's a few interesting things coming up. We'll talk about it when we get there. So right now we deviate from the canal road. That's the road up here. I keep calling it the canal road. So when I went to the end of this road, I found out, which the maps don't show you, is the bridge is out. They're reconstructing a bridge for Route 46, so I couldn't go on the other side of the creek. Yeah, creek, that comes in play later. I'm kind of in the time limit too, so I'm gonna hike a little faster. There's just a couple trains just outside of Rochester that I'd like to see. So we gotta get back to rail fanning here real soon. And I'm like, oh, it takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Fairport to Syracuse, so well, sucks to be me if I miss it, I guess. This shouldn't take too long though. So the road turns this way and through the straight. Hey, I got a mile marker coming up. I think this winter what I'll do when hunting season starts up, I'll start working on that Boonville Canal. See what's going on with that. Yeah, and another hiking session or two, we'll be out of the railroad territory for a little while. Because the old canal would come up into Sullivan, I think it is. My marker, 21 out of 15. It's hard to believe I've been down this trail 21 miles. So, yeah, because we curve up and go into Sylvan Beach, hit the actual canal, and head across. And then we eventually end up in Oriskany, Rome, but we have to deviate from the tracks, head north, and then cut back across from the looks of it. Like I said, there's a good chunk of it that's road walking up here, so which I am against right now. If it's beautiful road, like if it's not a huge busy highway, like if I'm walking alongside 46, not happening. I can just hang out the car window and go, hey, here's the trail. Because but if it's a little side street like this road here, it's not busy. But 46 in this area is pretty much a state highway. I mean, you wouldn't go wandering on 81 now, would you? Interstate 81, for those that are not familiar with the area. Let's go walk up this highway median. The angle looks like I'm parked right in the middle of the trail. Yeah, right at the apex of the bridge, you cannot. You have to be in the lane of travel for traffic, because there is no exception. There's nothing off the side. There's no sidewalk. I mean, you're in the lane of traffic. Keep that in mind in this section. All right, I got backyards coming up over here, so we're gonna have to tone the volume down a little bit. Yeah, here's some things you can read out. You are here, Doran's Dry Dock. So this is the actual location. Oh yeah, I see it. See the stone foundation? It's right there. So this is Doran's dock. Mind the sign. Come up from behind here. It's not really a good view of it. Oh yeah, there's a little, you can get up in there, a little access up in there. Doran's dock. Now the thing of interest is right ahead here. I'm going to leave you on, well, I'm going to divide the title actually. This is going to be entertaining as you get across this road. Lake Street, Oneida, New York. Next crossing 2.93 miles. Trail crosses State Route 46 and takes left. Hand jog to Church Street and then right to Canal Street. Yeah, see, we're doing some street walking there. So wow. City of Rome, 14 miles, Lock 21. And that's where this canal, I believe, terminates. Is 8 miles away. Veterans Memorial Park, 1.1 mile. Oneida City Center, 1.5. Oneida Rail Trail, that's going to be a comeback later to do. Ross Conservancy, 2.7 miles. Alright, see, I didn't know about the Ross, so that's a hiking trail. Allen Park, 2.7 miles. Oneida Community Mansion House, 5.5 miles. That's a hiking trail too, according to these. Oneida Community Mansion House. How big is the house? Yeah, so, alright. Let's make this attempt. I'm gonna go low profile with this camera, so. No way. So caught that just in time. No traffic. Okay, so this showed up in the Google search, what's coming up here. So, yeah. Let me divide the title again. We took a little time over there with that sign. Alright. It's loud in the area because they're doing work on a bridge, but this should be significant because it's on a Google search and not any of the other viaducts we've seen yet were. So, oops, I spoiled it. Excessive posts for a small sign. Alright, I don't know what this is called. Maybe this will tell us up here, but this is some sort of viaduct. It shows up on Google searches, so it'd be easy to find. So, I don't know why this one is on there and the other ones ain't. We'll find out. Yeah, if you want to read any of that, it's so much of it across that I can't fit in one view with it being clear. So here's the viaduct. It's pretty impressive, to be honest. This is the canal itself. A flow gate. Again, sorry about the sun glare. We might be able to get down there. This is private property. And this is the creek we're crossing. Man, I hope we can get down there. Get in the canal. Nice. It's like a popular fishing spot. There's fish and line hanging out of everything. So this is Route 46. Right now the bridge is under construction. I made the mistake and found that this morning when I come down. So right now that bridge is currently under construction. Some old artifact over there. Yeah, it's a nice little place to check out. So, as of now, I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't find any parking. There's no roadside parking or anything over there this morning. Thus, yeah. So. Yeah, so that's right. Dismount zone, you have to dismount your bike across the bridge. No garbage can here. Canal goes under the road here. And now it's a roadblock. 2.2 mile road walk. Now this is State Route 46, which is currently closed because of construction. So, oh, it does go. Okay. So, that's what's going on over there. And now it's a road walk. I'll come back to this side and drive the rest of it. It's 2.2 miles. So we cross the road here. Well, not here. You go up a little further, it looks like. That's where the canal is. The canal comes out here. And there's no parking on the side of the road anywhere. You got that gas station on the other side. This side street's fairly busy. I don't know if it's because of the road closure or not. Follow the signs. You know the canal signs. So, Center Street it looks like. So yeah, we'll stop here. This is a busy road. So, yeah, that's that. Wait for the traffic to clear up. Good. Yeah, see, we cross the road and there's a Canal Street, I think it's called. It goes right up along here, but it's the trail and the road, so your trail's the road. We'll get into that detail when I come back around. It's quite a detour, actually, for me to get from here to get around to the other side. It's at least 5 miles because there's no parking. I was not going to chance that you could probably park over here, but then you'll be parking on somebody's lawn. Nah. Alright, nothing else to see around here. So that's that. We're going to continue on with a road drive. See, I thought about parking here, but the signs say no parking, and you know, you get that one cop. Oh, the sign said no parking, even though the bridge is closed. Can't block the trail. It's not sounding good. So, yeah, currently, to get from that flashing red light, and the always stop sign, to get around that bridge, to get back over here, is a 5-mile detour. You gotta go out, go up 316, come back down over to, come on to 31, come down 46 to get back here. So. Got a little bit of history here. There's an old bridge abutment behind this tree. And there's what would have been another bridge abutment here. Look at the size of this tree here though. So maybe that tree would have been in the bridge abutment, but still, you can clearly see there used to be a bridge through here. There is 2 dead-end streets up here in this area, so well, there's clearly something that went this way. But look at this tree is huge. So, yeah. The creek carries on. There's your bridge abutment. I decided to come down here to get a better view. I didn't see any no trespassing signs, and clearly it's frequently used as a spot to go fishing. But yeah, there used to be a road that came across here. For sure. Oh yeah. Yep. I wonder if this used to be the old alignment for Route 46, but it crossed right here. Right down through here. And look what's up above it. Detour signs. So yeah, interesting thing to look at if you're here in person. So it's worth a trip for this section of the hike. So yeah, we're gonna call that a win. And do a drive for the rest of the trail. I think it goes from we're in the village of Durham, I believe it's called, Durham. It's a 2-mile drive to Route 31. There's a traffic light. You got 46 on this side, 30, you get the canal road on this other side, which is the trail. The trail is the road. So yeah, keep that in mind. I might include that at the end of this video, I don't know yet. So yeah, creep coming out of the woods with a video camera, that's normal. Now this part of the trail is the road drive. There's the gas station. Here's where the trail crossed the road with the bridge being out. Here we go. So this part is the trail. The road is the trail. Make a left here. You should pass a fire station. Okay, we're gonna go low pro on this camera. Yeah, so over here you got a fire station. I'm not sure if you can park there or not. If anybody can fill me in, there's a church over here with parking lots. I thought about doing that, but I'm not 100% sure. This is a windy road. That takes you back out the 46, but we're not going to do that. Our trail comes here, and this is the trail. Post office. So you're actually on the trail right now. We'll do a window shot here, and for the next 2 miles, this is what it is. A road drive. That's the canal right there you're looking at right now. Breathtaking. But it got included in the video because it's part of the trail. This is the trail. It's a road walk. This is 2 miles of beat down that I'm not going to get for walking it. So cyclists can cycle it all they want, but now you can't see the canal anymore, so you're watching the now you're the dash cam. Sorry folks, it's what it is. See the sign there, it says share the road with the bicyclists. Not much to look at over there except houses. Yeah, pretty much just driving the countryside. Oh, nice little culvert there. There's the ditch. Oh, I got a bicyclist up here I gotta watch out for. And true to fashion, then there'll be a car right around the corner, and I go around the guy on the bike. There's Route 46 right there. So. Got the canal, State Route 46. cyclist now. Clear the cyclist. Yeah, not much to look at. I mean, I said it already many times, so I just enjoy the drive. I mean, you could take this little paced road, or you could go over there and take the expressway, pretty much. Oh, look at that, it's the end of the road. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of people on the road here. So, here we are, State Route 31. I thought that said death mark for a minute there. Death mark. No, that's not what it says. So the canal trail goes, oh, there's a little bit of a parking lot there, maybe. Here, let this lady go first. So the canal trail goes to the left and back to the right, so. Don't know why the light changed. Car coming in. Two cars coming. And then there's your trail. Alright, that's the road trip. 12 miles from Rome, according to that green sign. Parking area, quarter mile. Check out the parking area real quick. Check my maps and see what I got coming up here in the next leg. So with that, I think, yeah, that's all I got to really say. So, pull in this parking area and we'll go from there.